What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to yet another CSGO Top 10 list. Now, in today's episode, I'll be going over the top 10 worst AWP skins in the game. Comment which gun I should cover next, and if you do want to see more top 10 lists like this one, consider subscribing. It really does help me out a lot, and it only takes a few seconds of your time. Now, with that out of the way, let's get into the number 10 spot. And just as a really quick disclaimer, I'm sorry that I haven't been uploading the past couple of weeks. I've just been really busy with a lot of stuff in my own life, but I'm planning on trying out some new styles of content, and I'm interested to see what you think, so yeah, but please, enjoy the video. Now, as usual with these top 10 worst lists, we must start with a few skins that aren't necessarily bad, but just subpar comparing them to the rest of the roster. Now, that being said, the Electric Hive is just a mid-tier skin. Like, it's not horribly ugly or anything, but it's just kind of boring. You know, I mean, it came out a while ago, so that sort of makes sense, but a lot of old skins look really good, but the Electric Hive just does not hold up for me. The orange and blue fade, it's kind of interesting, but it just isn't enough to save this skin from this list. The Sun in Leo. This skin has a special place in my heart, and it hurts me to place it on the list at all. But the reality is that it just can't compete with a lot of the other AWP skins. It's not bad by any means, but simply not good enough. See, this skin in theory is actually really phenomenal. Blue, red, black, white, clean scope, it has it all. But the one thing that destroys this skin for me is the actual pattern itself. It's such a jumbled mess of shapes and letters that it completely ruins any potential this skin had. It does have the Among Us pattern though, so you know that gives it some extra points. A pretty ugly skin that is saved by the fact that it has a clean scope and it's cheap. Still though, there isn't a lot to talk about this skin. It just isn't very attractive and is outclassed by 99% of AWP skins in the game. This skin isn't even that bad. It's just boring. I mean, it's just uninteresting. It's not terrible. It's not ugly, but, you know, it's just, I mean, you look at it and you just, what do you think? You know, oh, pink, oh, black, oh, gray. I mean, it's just, you know, there's no brain activity when looking at the pink DD Pat. Like, it's a nice, simple skin, but there are so many other good, simple AWP skins. It's like, why would you use this? Especially because it's, you know, fairly expensive for what you're actually getting. Just honestly, just a fairly irrelevant skin, in my opinion. Low-key, kind of an underrated skin, especially for the price. Now, that doesn't make it good, but this skin is actually half decent. I mean, most of the skins on this list aren't actually bad. They just aren't as good as the other AWP skins. But, you know, with a top 10 good list, you gotta have a top 10 bad list. Now, this skin I actually kind of like in a weird way. It's not bad. I mean, yeah, it is pretty terrible, actually. But the contrast between the snake skin and clean scope is really nice. But there are so many good clean scope AWP skins. This one is just left in the dust. The snake camo, but even worse. The iconic Safari mesh. Definitively one of the worst skins in the entire game. But on the AWP, I mean, it's still kind of trash, but if you can get one with a high float, slap some stickers on it, then it might look at least a little okay. You know, I think this is the only AWP skin that I truly, genuinely dislike. Like, I can look at the rest of the skins on this list and be like, yeah, you know, I think I could make that work. Like, I could, if I really tried hard, got one with a cool pattern, maybe some matching stickers, I could rock that. But with the capillary, it's truly a bad skin. I mean, it's still not that bad considering it's a mil-spec, but like, if you just look at this thing, if it's faded, like intentionally faded, even at factory new, it has that weird, ugly pattern. It's just, I mean, it's just bad. It's just, it's not good. If you want a cheap stat track AWP, I guess this one would be the one for you. But I mean, it's not attractive to look at, in my opinion. And for that, It is the worst op skin in CSGO.